What is going on, people? Sean Roush back here with another mock draft. Today, we're going to be drafting out of the sixth spot. We're going to be doing a 10-team PPR. Same setting as always, but we're going to do sleeper platform. Know where you're drafting. Home league, you got to adjust. But quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, one tight end, one flex, one kicker, one defense, six bench spots. Don't draft the kicker defense. And let's get it started. Like and subscribe if you hadn't. Comment what you want to see, and let's get into it. We're gonna hide the drafted players. Don't want to see that. We got Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, Puka Nacua. Um, yeah. So to me, at least, I'm not drafting McCaffrey this year. But if we take McCaffrey out and we pretend five picks, there should be someone that's taken, and it should be JSN. He's next up. He's not going to have as good of a season as he did last year. A lot of things went right for him last year. But compared to everyone else, right? At least JT, Genty, Cook, Chase Brown, like it's between him and Amon Ra. I will take JSN just for the upside, but the Lions are going to ball out this year. They have an easy schedule. I just think, regardless, JSN is he's just gonna have another good year. But like I said, I'm taking Chase, Gibbs, Bijan, Puka before him. But yeah, give me JSN. I'll go back and see if I want Amon-Ra or JSN, but pretty much gonna be JSN. Now, another thing too is you want to leave the first round with at least one running back because when you're in the third round, you might not get a good running back, and you don't want to reach for someone that you're not confident in. Um, Now, Lamb, Amon Ra, Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Malik Neighbors were up. Running backs, Genty in the second. That's pretty good value. But I only draft players I'm confident in. I know if he's falling, it's pretty good. But to me, it's still a Raiders thing. I don't have faith in the offense at all. I know they're going to be giving him the ball. I know he's going to catch it a lot. But I don't want that player on my team. I want someone that's going to get the ball a lot and not only catch, but that's going to score, going to be ahead in games, game scripts, going to be having multiple drives throughout. So Chase Brown easily could see that. Achan did great last year, but not liking it this year without Tua. Gonna check him down the whole time. So this is between Chase Brown, Hampton, Saquon, and Kenneth Walker, and I would be okay with any of them. I think Chase Brown is the right pick here at the moment, just because he finished as RB8 last year. Saquon had a down year before he balled out, but this year with the new coordinator, I expect it to be a lot better. And Hampton now has a healthy offensive line. I'm okay with taking any of these guys. Right now, I'm going to take Chase Brown, though, for the upside in the passing game. And I think this is a year where the Bengals could improve and be healthy. So give me Chase Brown. We got Genty, Achan, Marion Hampton, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, Trey McBride, first tight end off the board, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board, Jeremiah Love, Nico Collins, and we're up. Kenneth Walker still being here in the third round. That's great value. On the flip side, though, we got George Pickens on a great Dallas offense. I consider it great just because Dak knows how to throw the football and get yards. But if their defense is still trash, they're just going to be throwing all game. So Kenneth Walker, Pickens is the question. Let's just look how they did last year, points wise. 191, right? Pretty good. I know he wasn't on the Chiefs. But then when we look over here, right, and we're looking at Pickens, 291. Literally scored 100 more points. Now I know it's like, oh, it's the last year thing. We look at Olave, 269. Wide receivers typically score more than running backs going in the same round, like later, in the draft. It's important that we pick a wide receiver right here because these are the guys where it's like they could potentially be a wide receiver one next year or at least drafted in the first round. If you're confident in Kenneth Walker, great, but we already have our first running back, and I'd rather wait and get another one later when someone like George Pickens is on the board. I still think he's going to ball out, and I'm not taking him as my first wide receiver, so I'm definitely looking at Pickens. I like him better than Olave and Devonta Smith, although they're definitely in the conversation. Otherwise, I would be looking at Brock Bowers. I'm starting to get on him more. These are just great numbers. He's getting so many targets. Cheat code. It's a cheat code, guys. And I remember last year when my friend played me and I played him in this week and it just wasn't fun. But I really like the tight end value this year, going late, going mid rounds. So I'm not going to be taking Bowers. I'm going to be taking George Pickens. I can't wait to watch him play football again. So we're taking George. Now we got Jacobs, Flowers, Brock Bowers, K9, Olave, Devonta Smith, Burrow, Ted, and we're up. Fortunately, these wide receivers that we liked left also. Brees Hall, Kyron Williams interests me a little bit. I like the offense game script wise. He's going to get his carries, and I'm not worried about Corum. Corum is going to do great if Kyron was ever out. So, Kyron owners, it really is smart to handcuff Corum. Now, Garrett Wilson, I think he's going to get a lot of targets. But another thing is, too, not only do I like tight end going late, I like wide receiver going late as well. And I think I would be okay skipping on a Garrett Wilson and getting another wide receiver in this mid range. So I think tight end, I'd be waiting for Tyler Warren in like the 5th round. That's kind of where I'm looking at. But I think Kyron Williams solid, and I'd rather have him in the 4th than K9 in the 3rd. Even though K9 will probably do better, you need to capitalize on value. So we're taking Kyron. T. Higgins, Lamar Jackson, Brees Hall, Luther Burden, Emeka Egbuka, Javonte Williams, Garrett Wilson, Ladd McConkey, DJ Moore, Colston Loveland, and we're up. In the 5th round, we know who we're going to go with. Like I said, we'll wait for value. I like Tootin a lot. Terry McLaurin, dog, too. Jalen Waddle's the number 1. I just have a gut feeling the Broncos will be a little worse this year, but that's a gut feeling. He's going to be the number 1. They have a great offensive line, and they went to the AFC Championship last year, so I like teams that are still throwing. And Terry McLaurin is the only guy there, really. Antonio Williams, Luke McCaffrey, they're not doing stuff. Chigo Okonkwo is the only guy that's going to be opposite of McLaurin really getting catches. But Tyler Warren in the 5th, give me that. I am taking this every day of the week that ends with a Y. He is going to get the ball. When Daniel Jones plays football for the Colts, he does good. When Daniel Jones is hurt and doesn't play, they're not good. So I'm drafting Tyler Warren. They'll be healthy to start the season. If something happens, I'm adjusting. I will try to trade Tyler Warren and to an owner that thinks, oh, he's going to still have some value. We saw what he did after the Kansas City game. It was, yeah, like this isn't good. These numbers are not good. These numbers are good. So just know that when everything's healthy, yeah, but if something happens, you gotta dish him. And besides the point, Pittman's not there, so he's gonna get even more targets. Drake May, Bucky Irving, Travis Etienne, Jalen Waddle, Jaden Daniels, Cam Scatterbo, DeAndre Swift, RJ Harvey, and we're up. 2 people I'm looking at. Tootin and Terry McLaurin. Now, I know Judkins is going to get a lot of volume. I just don't like the quarterbacks on the Browns. They got a better offensive line, but same thing that we were talking about before with Genty. I just don't like the game script. We know Dylan Sampson comes in on 3rd downs as the pass catching back. So, don't like that. Montgomery intrigues me a little bit. Tootin's going to keep rising up. Been hearing nothing but great things. We got C-Rod, Chris Rodriguez, the number 2 guy coming in to the season off of an ankle injury, I believe, but it's all Tootin's. He's going to be the guy this year. The only thing we got to watch out for is, if he's not the one getting the touchdowns, but I think he will be because I watched games last year and Travis Etienne was doing that. As much as I want McLaurin, I already have two wide receivers. So that means if I had McLaurin, basically those are the three guys I'm starting every week. And I would rather have McLaurin than a lot of these guys down here. I think there's a teardrop. So I could risk Tootin falling back to me. I'm thinking about it actually. And, backup options, Montgomery, obviously the value on Judkins could deal with. Chuba Hubbard, I like. We already have two running backs, so I'm okay with playing it risky right here because of this teardrop. So give me Terry McLaurin. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Adams, Jameson Williams, Harold Fannin, Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Williams, Bajal Tootin, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, and we're up. So Tootin got taken. If this was real life, I would have. I mean, it is real life, but if this was a real draft, I would have. If I really wanted Tootin, I would have took him. His ADP is going up, so that's something to start to think about. But you just gotta do mocks and just be like, hey, who's gonna be there? For example, if I take Tootin back then and I get Evans, I'm fine with that too. But we got McLaurin, so we're set on wide receiver. We're gonna wait a little bit, I believe. Is there a running back right here that I'm like, hey, I really have to take right now? Chua to me is above these guys. I like Ramondre too, but the thing is, I don't really know how that backfield's going to be. I think it's going to be Ramondre and then Henderson filling in. I still think that the Patriots would be crazy not to include Henderson, but at the same time, they're not going to leave out Ramondre. It's not going to happen. So give me Chuba. I think he's definitely going to be the goal line back, and he's definitely going to be the main guy. But I like Brooks. He's healthy now. He's going to work his way in eventually, but I think Chuba's somewhere where I'm like, I have to take it right now. So is it Chuba or it has to be Chuba? We have two running backs. We really need a third. So give me Chuba. Evans, Odunze, Herbert, Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, Jadarian Price, DK Metcalf, Sutton, we're up. Christian Watson's good value. The only thing though is every year he gets hurt. But Dobbs isn't there anymore. More upside for touchdowns. I'll say the division's getting tougher. The Bears and Lions could be more high scoring games. Half of these games he does really good, but then the others are duds. Do we take a running back and see who falls? I like that. I like the sound of that because we already have our three wides, so we'll get some more depth. But looking at all these running backs, and they're going to run out too. I like J.K. Dobbins, great offensive line. He's going to be getting the rock a lot. He did good last season until he got hurt. But yeah, give me that. Give me Dobbins. So we got four. Gonna lock in those guys. Rashad White's gone, so now we're just gonna move on. Pollard, Kyle Monangai, Blake Corum, Christian Watson, Rashad White, Trevor Lawrence. That could have been a good pick. Carnell Tate, Kenny Gainwell, Michael Wilson, Jonathan Brooks. We're up. So we could take a sneak peek. And by the way, I did the Jordan Mason thing last year, I think. When he was the main guy after Aaron Jones got hurt, he just didn't do good. I was hoping for a lot more, and he didn't do good. Now, with Kyler Murray, that could be a different question. Gonna maybe be a little better, but regardless, I still think that he should have done better. But we're still gonna skip on quarterback. There's still some solid options. We got our tight end and Tyler Warren, so now we're gonna go for another wide receiver. I don't like what I've been seeing from Marvin Harrison in all these preseason camps, but I still think he's going to be getting the ball a lot. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. But we need someone like he's going to be getting the ball a lot. But realistically, I'm not starting him over Terry and Pickens and JSN. So I want someone that has a more proven, safe track record. To me, that's Parker Washington. I've been hearing a lot of great things. He's going to be the guy this year. And at this point, I know they're going to spread the ball out a lot, but I just loved what he did at the end of the season. I am taking Parker Washington. Okay, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, Aaron Jones, Jordan Tyson. By the way, Tyson has upside, so great pick this year. Godwin, solid. Bill Krosky, Merritt, Michael Pittman. Could have think he's going to be the number one. Jacoby Myers, solid. Going to get the ball. So Jordan Mason's here. I'm good with the four running backs. I'll play the waiver wire. Alec Pierce, he is going to get a lot of targets, but it's his first time being a number one. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm confident Parker Washington is the four, so I will pass on Pierce. Quentin Johnston, always going to be on the field in two wide receiver sets. Makai Lemon, rookie, you always got the upside there. Um, Honestly, it's between Pierce, Quentin Johnston, and Lemon. Hmm. I, let's look at how many touchdowns Pierce had last year. Two, three, four, five, six. He had six. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I'm gonna go QJ for the touchdown upside more. Am I? I'm just you gotta really visualize this because yeah, I gotta stay true, I guess, at the moment. You don't know how Pierce is gonna do starting the season, but I think QJ has the more touchdown upside. I'm gonna go with him. Jordan Mason, Pierce, Lemon, Woody Marks, Tyrone Tracy, Casey Concepcion, Wandell Robinson, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed, Josh Downs are up. Wide receivers flying off the board, dropping like flies. It is the 11th round. Now might be the time to pick the quarterback of our choosing. I'm happy with the five wide receivers we have. So, yeah, we're going to take a quarterback. Yeah, so go with your gut, go with your rankings. Let's see what they were last year. Number six. Dak was number six. Purdy was number 24, dealt with injuries. I feel like that's going to be a story of his life. Dart was 14. Right now, I'm liking Dak Prescott. Mahomes had finished number 11 last year. I know Bo did great, but I'm fading. Yeah, so it's going to be Mahomes or Prescott for me. I would stack it with Pickens. That would be awesome. I love how Dak has Lamb and Pickens and always has one of them no matter what. I think they're going to be in more competitive games. Still going to be behind in games throwing the ball. I'm going to go. Oh, it says QB5. Okay. Whew. This is a tough choice. Love when the computer freezes. Love that. Yeah, the page is having a problem, it appears. Okay. Oh. Oh. Hold on. One moment, folks. One short moment. Yeah, wow. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna go a little forward. That's just annoying. That's just annoying. All right, we're gonna do this really quick because I don't want to waste your guys' time. JSN, we're gonna do first. Chase Brown. Then we did Pickens. Then we're gonna pretend this is Kyron Williams. Then we went Tyler Warren. We're gonna pretend that's Tyler Warren. Then we went in the 6th round, we went McLaurin. 7th round, your new name's gonna be Chuba Hubbard. Just kidding, that was already his name. 8th round, we went Parker. And 9th, we went Dobbins. Yeah, we went Dobbins, so you're gonna be J.K. Dobbins now. And then we had QJ. So we're right back on track. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about our quarterback decision. I would totally take T-Law if he was here, but the decisions between Prescott and Mahomes, I think stacking is the best option for not stacking is the best option at least, but I just think Dak Prescott is just better fantasy quarterback at the current moment. Just throwing for all those yards, two great wide receivers. So we're gonna take T Law, but this is Dak Prescott. Okay, so that's that. Next pick, we have 5 wide receivers, 4 running backs. Gonna hold on running back. We have all the positions we need. We're gonna take wide receiver next, but if there's a tight end that you like, take the tight end because this weird, I would rather have Kelsey, Kittle, Ferguson, even Goddard in the flex than some of these wide receivers. So we're going to take Kelsey. He's just going to get the ball. It's probably going to be his last year, but he's going to get the ball a lot. And I'm still not impressed with the wide receivers. Is there someone, and you know it's annoying because like Stribling was someone I'm growing on, but then Debo's in town now. And Ricky Pearsall's after the season. So I will wait for wide receiver down here. We got Ferguson, Goddard, Likely, and Andrews. Uh, I already have Pickens, I already have Dak. I don't really want to take Ferguson, but we're going to take Likely for the upside because, you know, with Malik's injury, he's coming back, obviously. You got to hope, you know, he doesn't get hurt, but Dart targeted the other tight end last year a lot, so there's upside there. We're just going to shoot on that. And then I'm really fine with those 3 wide receivers. I could go for Goddard, but I'm not going to take that risk. We're going to take Debo because you just got to take people that are good. And we're just going to take a running back with the last pick. This is Kyron Williams. Corum's gone, whatever. Brooks is probably gone, I assume, too. Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. Okay, we're going to take. Yeah, we're going to take Tank Bigsby. I think he's going to get involved more, but then also, too, you know, it's a great offensive line still. If anything happened to Saquon, he's the guy. And like I said, just drop him before the season. Just hold on to training camp, see what happens. But that is not our total team. But yeah, guys, just get used to your rankings. Any questions, let me know. Definitely subscribe if you want to see start sit rankings throughout the season and other takes. But otherwise, until next time, peace.